Hello there, my music lovers. I'm Joshua the File Heaven, and today we are having a look at RAPTGO Hook. This is an EM sold by Lin Soul, and I do think that the correct name is RAPTGO Hook X, but I can see no X on my package. I can find no page for a RAPTGO Hook without the X, and while most websites quote this as being a planar magnetic driver with piezoelectric, on the package of mine I can see that it is a planar plus bone conduction EM, so maybe the RAPTGO Hook is a different EM. I did try to confirm this with Lin Soul Audio, but I did not get a response yet. Now I'll be reviewing this as if it is the RAPTGO Hook X, but if it is a different driver, I will try to change the name of the video review so that I do not confuse you, my friends. The RAPTGO Hook X, or at least I hope it is, comes packaged pretty nicely in this all gray package. We have a case for the EMs, and since I've done this quite a few times to take the photos and all, I can skip it right straight to the EMs. Even the photos look the same between the RAPTGO Hook X and the hook that I'm having, so maybe they just didn't write the X on my package, but they did include everything that everyone else is having with them. They have a modular cable, which you can just disconnect, and you have modular endings, 4.4 balanced, 2.5 balanced, and 3.5 single-ended endings. The cable is covered in a textile material and it feels and looks very nice. I really enjoy the cable. As you can see, it is quite long, more than enough to reach from my ears to my pockets, where the music player usually is. It is braided, but it has no tangle-prone properties. It doesn't tangle, and it doesn't conduct any kind of microphonic noise. So the cable is a total win for the RAPTGO Hook X. I just found it. It is named the RAPTGO Hook X. It is written on the EMs themselves. So that does make me wonder why the websites have it quoted as a planar magnetic plus piezoelectric driver when it is a planar magnetic plus bone conduction driver, at least judging from the package. I hope I will be able to write an answer in the comments or in the video description, and if not, it's just a typo mistake on either part. The comfort of the RAPTGO Hook X is quite excellent. They have a very ergonomic shape and they have more than enough space in my ears. The cables are detachable and based on 2-pin connectors, and the tips are those very basic Chinese tips that are white in color, but they are very comfortable and very good to use for me. Wearing the RAPTGO Hook X provides a good passive noise isolation, despite the fact that they look open from their EM faceplate. They offer me between 20 and 25 decibels of passive noise isolation, so I cannot hear the air conditioning that is blowing right onto me. I cannot hear my computer running in the background, and I can't really hear anything else. Quite good in this aspect. As I said, the cable doesn't really conduct microphonic, although it is slightly more microphonic than your average cable covered in silicone. This type of textile material tends to conduct microphonics. Being priced at $240, it is just expensive enough for me to make a video review, because I've been avoiding products below $200 as I do not have the budget to make videos on them anymore, even short videos. So if you're feeling generous, you could donate a few dimes to my PayPal link, or you could subscribe to the channel and like the video. All of those things help me greatly. Even purchasing this using one of my affiliate links helps me a lot. The RAPTGO Hook X has an amazing sound. I've seen some YouTubers and some other reviewers stating that maybe planar magnetic technology is the future to in-ear monitors and to earphones. Maybe it is, maybe it is. The sound of the RAPTGO Hook is fantastic. It has a beautiful bass with a ton of energy, a very thick and impactful low end, a very good low end extension as low as 20 Hz, and it can simply rattle your ears and your brains if you take it very loud. It also has good volume control. It doesn't distort as high volumes, and the mid-range just follows the trend. The bass is uplifted, the mid-range is recessed, and then the treble is uplifted once again. We have an amazing bass. The bass is the reason to go for the RAPTGO Hook. It is a very powerful and very strong EM with a very bold presentation, with a very strong sub bass and bass. This helps outline instruments very well. It helps define the foreground instruments from the background instruments, and it helps create a very wide and very holographic soundstage too. The instrument separation is very good and it has a good overall resolution and detail, although if you go from something that costs $1,000 like the Unique Melody Max straight to the RAPTGO Hook, you will be slightly disappointed. It doesn't have a resolution as strong as $1,000 EM, if this is what you're expecting from it, but it does have the resolution that would be found usually in the $400 range. For example, it has a similar overall resolution and even tuning to the Unique Melody 3DT or 3D Terminator. I do think that there are still reasons to go for the 3DT or 3D Terminator, but RAPTGO Hook X has proven to be quite good. The mid-range is recessed, so it is pushed backwards compared to the bass, and then we have a pretty forward treble with a ton of energy, a good amount of sparkle, and a good amount of air. Everything about the treble is quite enjoyable. They have this very peppy, very sparkly and airy treble with a lot of brightness, and even going from some brighter EMs or brighter headphones straight to the RAPTGO Hook X can make this one look quite bright. I don't find it hard to believe that it would have a piezoelectric driver inside, since those are quite bright, but yeah, it has a ton of brightness and a ton of treble. I hope you'll be looking forward for my full written review, where I'll be including comparisons with other EMs from the price range. I do hope that this one will prove to be a lot of fun for you if you decide to go for it. The cable alone is interesting, the EMs are interesting, and the signature is quite interesting. If you like a dynamic, lively sound that really resembles that live experience you get from concerts with a ton of bass and a ton of treble and a very in-your-face presentation with a ton of energy, then you will enjoy the RAPTGO Hook X. It is not an EM for those that are looking for a relaxing sound. If you are looking for a relaxing sound, there are other options for you, even both more affordable and more expensive options, while the RAPTGO Hook X is for those that like a live concert. And to be honest, just to be honest with you, and just to tell you an honest fact, I've been using this one above most other EMs that I have right now in testing, simply because I enjoy its sound. Even though it is not the most pricey, it is not the most detailed, I just enjoy its tuning and signature. I enjoy that delightful, thick, impactful bass, and I enjoy its overall presentation. So even if it is not perfect, it is a great little EM that I personally enjoy. So if you're curious, what is George enjoying in his free time? Well, I do enjoy the RAPTGO Hook X quite a bit. It won't be perfect, but it will be quite great, and it should prove to be quite fun, especially if you listen to the likes of Linkin Park or Grey Days or Ghost, or even some aggressive death metal, Death Clock or Amon Amarth or Sirenia or Haggard. Any single band that you can think of and which is pretty metal would sound quite amazing to the RAPTGO Hook X. Even emo like La Dispute or Panic at the Disco or Alessana or Asking Alexandria, they all work quite well with the RAPTGO Hook X. It just tends to have a slightly sweet presentation to guitars, which makes all this music very listenable. Also, having a ton of air and a ton of treble helps quite a lot to keep that music interesting. Hope this video has also been interesting. I hope you will subscribe to Audiophile Heaven if you haven't already. I hope you will consider giving a like to this video if you liked it. Also, don't forget, check the links in the video description, both to donate and to order one if you decide to go for it. I thank you for watching from the bottom of my heart, and I hope we'll see each other soon. Bye bye. RAPTGO Hook X. Da da dam da dam da dam da da dam da dam da dam. RAPTGO Hook X.